Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are in Stow-On-The-Wold, one of the most beautiful places in Cotswolds. Just look at these two ancient yew trees at the north porch of this church. It just looks like they're guarding the portal into a parallel world. In fact, I couldn't quite believe that this is for real, but it is for real. Just look at this, look at how they engulf everything around them, how they swallow everything. And they just carry on, their roots just go and wrap around the church.
Rumour has it that Tolkien, the author of the Lord of the Rings saga, got inspired by the entrance and incorporated it in his novel, where he portrays the doors of Durin in the Fellowship of the Ring. Again, this is just a rumour, but if I was a writer and I saw this, I would certainly be inspired. Stow-On-The-Wold is a market town in a picturesque setting of Cotswolds. The settlement dates back all the way to the Iron Age. Historically, wool trade was the biggest source of income in this town, but now it's a big tourist attraction. I like to think of Cotswold villages as miniature versions of Oxford. The stone buildings, the setting, visually it does look very similar.
I can't help but notice how small the shops are. Part of me thinks, shouldn't that be enough scale-wise, size-wise? When you walk into these shops, you can actually find exactly what you're looking for.
Although when we have arrived, the weather was very pleasant. However, this wonderful village is so beautiful that even if it rains, it only changes its flavor and becomes a cozy place to be in. It's beautiful in any weather.
When I find myself in little courtyards like these, full of pubs, little shops, I kind of think that I'm stuck in the most ornate piece of period furniture. It really feels that way. If you think about it, just look at this bench over here. You kind of sit down and the shop is literally right there. Bookshop, I could look at books. It just looks so much like I'm in some furniture, in some piece of furniture. When I was a kid and I was growing up in Russia, there were two gigantic buildings built right next to one another, so close that you could barely put your hand between them. Their angles almost collided, but they created a gap. In winter, when the winds were very fast, it used to create this whistling noise, and I always felt really weird. I always used to put my hand through that gap thinking, what if, just what if these massive buildings would chop and collide? And this little alleyway makes me feel a little bit like that. What if these houses just get closer and closer and closer? But it actually feels quite amazing. It actually feels quite unique. It's probably the narrowest passage, narrowest alleyway I've ever seen. As always, big thank you for joining me on this walk. I really hope you liked it as much as I did. This place is amazing. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next Thursday, see you later. Bye bye.